My stepmom spent years acting like she wanted to honor my late mother, but then I discovered she had been quietly deleting every single trace of her online. And the actual reason had absolutely nothing to do with grief. The first thing she wiped out was my mom's Facebook memorial page, the one place where people still left birthday messages and shared old college stories I'd never even heard before. I remember staring at the blank screen at 2 a.m., feeling this cold, heavy weight sink into my stomach because a specific comment from my mom's roommate was just gone. When I asked her about it the next morning over breakfast, she just gave me that soft, sympathetic smile, poured her coffee, and told me she thought it was just time for everyone to move on. God, I hate myself for this. But it sounded so reasonable and healthy at the time that I actually thanked her. But that was just the start of it. Over the next year, my mom's old blog vanished. Her photography account disappeared. And even the fundraiser page from her cancer treatment just blinked out of existence. Every single time I brought it up, my stepmom had this rehearsed, logical excuse about how the platforms were outdated or how she was just organizing things. And my dad swallowed every word. Why wouldn't he? She plays the perfect, church-going, soup-bringing saint so well that nobody would ever question her. Meanwhile, I'm watching my mother get systematically erased, piece by piece, until last summer when I Googled her name and practically nothing came up. It made the woman who raised me for 18 years harder to find online than a local dentist. That's when I stopped crying and started digging through account records, support tickets, and IP logs. I finally found a hidden archive folder on our shared drive with hundreds of emails sent from my stepmom's private account. Years of relentless, aggressive takedown requests sent to website admins. Not because the sites were inactive, but because she demanded it. The real punch in the gut wasn't the deletions, though. It was the sickening realization of why she did it. A local business magazine ran a profile on my dad's company, featuring this big, glossy family spread. The headline literally called her the woman who helped build this family after tragedy. I sat there looking at the printed pages, smelling the fresh ink, and realized my mother's name wasn't mentioned a single time. Not her 18 years of marriage, not her cancer battle, nothing. It all clicked right then. My stepmom wasn't trying to heal our family. She was editing history like a psycho. Because she couldn't stand the competition of a dead woman, she wanted a clean narrative where she was the only wife and mother who ever existed. I didn't scream, I didn't confront her. Instead, I spent 6 months quietly recovering every archived photo, blog post, and video I could find. And I launched a massive, undeletable memorial site on what would have been my mom's 60th birthday. The internet did its thing. The link blew up. And suddenly, old coworkers and distant relatives were flooding it with more memories than we'd ever had before. My stepmom has never said a single word about the site, not once, but she completely stopped deleting things because she finally learned that you can edit a magazine and you can kill a profile, but you can't erase someone who actually mattered. You only remind everyone they were there.